Alrighty, fellas and fellows. So welcome to the channel. So we're not gonna watch the full 24 minutes of this video, but I want to do a quick review of this because this channel right here has some pretty good content. You guys should go check it out. It is called Jennings Wing Cars. They did a really great video on this car here, and I highly suggest you guys go watch it. But I want to make a quick little video and discuss. We're gonna skip through. This is a numbers matching Superbird. So but it sold for $140,000 at a local auction, local to me, here in French Lick, Indiana. So this car, this gentleman is doing this video. Like I said, go give him some love, go give him support. Um, he gives a bunch of good detailed information, but I want to show you guys some stuff. So first of all, they notice the car has a lot of overspray over everything, which on a really like this car is a high dollar car. These wing cars are super rare. They're super valuable. I want one. Everybody wants one. I will never be able to afford a car like this even. But the goal is to get a Roadrunner and make a Superbird clone. These are six-figure cars all day long. This one sold for 140 grand. So that tells you guys. But it has, for one thing, he walks up.
else. I thought
For one thing, he walks up. For one thing, he walks up and the headlight doors. These are how they operate on a 70 Superbird or a Daytona Charger. I think they all share the same nose, but they flip up. Now these are vacuum actuated. So they're up, and the car's not running. So that means that for some reason they're not working. Now he does state in this, which this is very very true. Everything he says in this is true, and it's a great video. Go check it out again. But he mentions that there's like a Folgers coffee can, metal coffee can, that stores vacuum. That's how all the system works basically. It's not working properly. So that was his first clue when he walked up to the car. The second clue was when everything matched. They couldn't get the trunk open. The place wouldn't let them get the trunk open, I should say, to properly check all the numbers. But we know the fender tag matched the body, and I can't remember if he said the radiator support matched or not. But he goes through and tells you how much paint. But here's the part I want to get to. This would be your front frame rail passenger side, right here. Now I am gonna play this clip just so you guys
And
can
that
see.
should be a solid weld. You can see where not only is it rusting through there, it's starting to crack apart. I'd be interested to see.
Now look at that. That is your front frame rail. That is a structural part of these cars. That is the unibody construction of these cars. That's how they operate. That's how they work. That's essentially what keeps the car being a car and not a giant tuna can that's going to fall apart at any moment. The proper way to do this would be to swap out your frame rails and all that stuff. And as you guys can see, he gets into it and he explains it perfectly. This was probably hitting the front end early on in its life. Somebody got it, patched it up, and then a flipper got it and repatched up the old patchwork. There was, I think he said some filler in the trunk, rear frame rail in the trunk. There's a lot of overspray everywhere, which is, I mean, you should you should be leery of that. Right here, they're talking about dirt. Hang on, let's see if we can play that.
A quarter on a restoration. Now you're 300 in on a bench seat, automatic
He's
column
talking
shift car.
figures.
You're a little upside down. So I'm okay at 135. I'm not okay at it anymore. And that's what my maximum bid was online. I'll go ahead and I don't mind saying it now. If I get it at 135, fine. I'm not raising it a dime. I'm done. You seen any of?
See, I don't know enough of these cars to know the true value. I just know they're very high dollar cars. They're very sought after. And look at them. They are fucking just awesome cars. This one, and he states that it's got something, I can't remember if he said Bondo or another patchwork, something done either to the trunk or the roof frame rail on this side. But it's not just that side it's not just that side in the rear. It's also, you guys can find this, I'm going to share this video onto my page, onto the community tab. You guys can find it there. Right here, they're showing you guys, check this out.
What are those runner lights?
Return signal.
Check this out. Look at all the mud and filler, and look how it's like popping out. And look at this.
Little front bumper, the rubber bumper
Look at
piece,
this.
but you could just see
Look at
this
this.
nose literally splitting apart. You see the body line.
Keep in mind, this car sold for $140,000.
Right there.
Oh Lord.
Right there.
Yeah. What are you seeing over there?
So now we're gonna get into the last thing I want to talk about, which is right here. This has been patched again. It's been patched all up in here. So we're gonna go back to where you can see the car. Give you guys my final thoughts. This has been a really quick video, but I want you guys to go watch the video. This is a great video. If you guys like wing cars, I love wing cars. I think they're cool. I know I'll never be able to afford one, but I would have never. And that's what he says in here. You always need to physically inspect these high dollar cars. Any car. I don't care if it's a $2,500 hunk of junk, but especially if you're going to spend a significant amount of money on a car, like $140,000, you need to inspect, because you would not walk up to that car thinking that car had frame rail rot. It had been patched. It had been this. It had been that. I think you said the quarters had a lot of mud in them and the fenders. You would not think about that when you walked up to this car. You would think, ooh, a really nice 70 Plymouth Superbird. But again, go check out this video. This is a great channel. As a matter of fact, I need to subscribe to them because they have some really cool stuff. Go check out this channel here. Big shout out to them. Awesome, awesome video. Thank you guys. See you guys in the next one. And let me know what you guys think. Is $140,000 fair for that car? Is it too much? What do you guys think?